everybody, and welcome to Dime Novels Top 10. I'm Captain Zant.
And I'm Norm.
And this time we're doing the Top 10 Androids of Science Fiction. Last time we did the Top 10 Robots. Next time it'll be the Top 10 Cyborgs. We're treating it as kind of like a trilogy, that it really is. So now let's go ahead and get on moving with our first pick. My pick. It's going to be Byron from Slipstream, not a well-known movie. 1989, Byron was played by Bob Peck. The movie takes place in a kind of post-apocalyptic world, and Byron is android on the run, accused of killing his creator, and he's hunted by bounty hunters. He gets captured by one, played by Bill Paxton, while he's also being pursued by another, played by Mark Hamill. And during this movie, you start to find that he is actually deeply human, and you question if, did he actually kill his creator, and if he did, maybe he had a good reason for doing it. Anyway, overlooked pick, great role. You can find it on YouTube. I'll put the link in there. Byron from Slipstream. Norm, up.
Cap, I'm partial to the Twilight Zone in general, and my pick is I Sing the Body Electric by Ray Bradbury, which aired on the Twilight Zone's 100th episode on May 1962. A recent widower needing loving care for his 3 young children orders a cybernetic grandmother. You can catch this on Hulu and other places, and as always, you'll find my links to these things in my notes that go along with our video. And that's that.
Oh, okay. And I'm on to Andrew Martin from Bicentennial Man, the film adaptation, 1989, which is based off of Asimov's The Positronic Man. Now, of course, Andrew Martin originally starts his life as the NDR-113. He's kind of like a household droid that's brought into the Martin family. He forms a strong relationship with the family. The daughter gives him his name, Andrew. He ends up living a full life, outliving everyone he knew and loved, until he's about 200 years old, and then, though there's a surprise ending. Some of you still might not have seen it or read about it, so I won't spoil it for you. That's my pick.
Okay, well, my next pick will be called Creature with the Atom Brain. And the plot is a deported American gangster, Frank, forces ex-Nazi scientist Wilhelm to create zombies by resurrecting corpses through radiation in order to help him exact revenge on his enemies. It mills both dead people with awesome energy of atomic fission to create zombie androids who always mind their malevolent masters and who could care less about being nice. Gangsters, Nazis, and atomic-powered brains. In the day, there wasn't much more that you could put in there to make it sinister.
That's like a trilogy of its own.
Oh, it's a low budget. There's a winner. Anyway, when you watch this flick, I want you to look for Richard Denning. He stars as Dr. Chet Walker, and he also did Day the World Ended in 1955, and one of the scariest monster flicks ever, Shot the Black Scorpion in 1957. And you can catch that on Daily Motion, and I've got the link included.
All right, awesome. And a few of those I actually haven't seen. Blade Runner.
I cannot believe that you have not seen the Black Scorpion. We've got to work on this.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it just so I can say, I've watched it. I did watch it. Okay, Blade Runner. 1982, of course, based off P.K. Dick's Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. The book, and the movie, diverge quite a bit from each other, but we're talking about droids here. Okay, the androids, Ron Batty, the main one, Pris, Rachel, Leon, and Zora. They are all incredibly strong, intelligent, and psychotic, and they are out for revenge against their creator. Blade Runner, you can't have a list without those droids. Pass it on to you, Norm.
Okay, well, my next pick is the well-known Colossus of New York. According to our friend Wiki, following an accident, Jeremy Spencer's brain is transplanted by his father into the huge body of an unattractive, frightening cyborg, and this to save his son's mind so that he can continue his work serving mankind. Well, here's the deal. See, the cyborg android, whatever it is the reason to watch the flick. This thing is really nightmarish and will stick with you. I would urge you to watch it late at night. And I've got the link to it. I've got the link to the outtakes anyway, to the trailer anyway.
Cool.
Okay.
I figure the list wouldn't really be correct if we didn't put in C-3PO. You know, the droid by who no choice of his own, you know, sent on the mission by Leia and such, ends up being a vital part of the resistance against the Empire, much to his chagrin, often indignant and befuddled. C-3PO, one of the best droids ever. That's my pick.
Yeah, it's hard to go into too much detail about C-3PO.
Everybody knows about C-3PO already. Yeah.
Hey, well look, my next pick here is the Stepford Wives. And you said you've seen that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well it was actually a movie, although it looked like a made-for-TV movie to me. But Wiki says that the Stepford Wives is a satirical movie, which means that the fellow who wrote the Wiki piece, something's wrong with him because I didn't see anything satirical about it. If you have not seen it, the rest of you, then you must. You see, it's a story of a saucy and modern-thinking Joanna Eberhardt who moves to the upper-scale digs of Stepford. Her husband joins the guys' club, and she notices that some of the women there are Susie homemakers. Ooh. Her best friend there is not, but then one day she is. Well, anyway, Joanna does her best to convince her hubby that they really need to split the scene, and his typical male reaction and solution is presented at the end of the film. This is a must-watch film that if you haven't seen it, you need to. And you can see the whole thing on YouTube, link included.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Everyone should see that one.
Oh, by the way, let me throw in, if you go to watch it on YouTube, this thing really draws out the wackos, okay? So do not read the comments. Just watch the flick.
Scare you more than the movie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay, my last pick, of course, it's Data. The best droid of droids ever. Not much to really need to be said about Data. We all know Data. We were introduced to him in 1987 through the Next Generation. Of all the androids that have been written about over the years, this is the most fully fleshed out character that was ever created on TV and the big screen in hundreds of episodes and several movies. Data's my number one of all time. Norm?
No offense meant, Cap, okay? But my next pick, okay, number 10, could use Data to sop up his eggs with at breakfast, okay?
Okay.
We're talking about the Terminator.
Oh, he's not exactly brilliant.
Yeah.
He's not a humanitarian.
No. The Terminator is possibly not the top android, but the thing is certainly the most well-known. It seems the Terminator series of bad robot flicks starting in 1984 runs about every 5 minutes on cable, as you well know. And I've only seen them about 157 times each. So, you know, there's not much point reliving the plot. But I do have a couple of interesting fun facts for you. First off, did you know this? You do know, I know this for a fact, Sylvester Stallone was considered for the Terminator. Mm-hmm. Well, did you know Bruce Willis and Sting were considered for the role of Kyle Reese?
Okay.
But on the other hand, Schwarzenegger thought he wanted to be Kyle Reese when he got the script. At least he didn't want to be Susan Connor, so I'm happy about that. And, you know, I cannot get enough of that classic clank at the end of the film, you know, hitting on the hammer. Mm-hmm. I played that over and over again. I wonder if I could hear it now.
I think I can hear it now. What do you know? Ask me, shall we see.
Well, that's my picks for today.
All right. Well, that pretty much wraps up our picks for this episode. Like I said, next time, folks, it's going to be So, you know, we're out of here. You can check us out at warpspacesci-fi.com. And if you want to go check out some really good sci-fi reading or some survival horror, go check out fableshop.net for the sci-fi by Norman over here. And his other site is survivalapocalypse.com. You can read some of that stuff. It'll scare you. Trust me. It's scary.
It scared the cat, but I don't think it'll scare you. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing y'all next time, too, okay? And I'm looking forward to seeing you as well.
All right. And so, live long and prosper, everybody.
Toodles, y'all.
See you next time.
provided by the Warped Space Sci-Fi Club in conjunction with FableShop.net and SurvivalApocalypse.com. Visit us today. I am not a real girl.
What do I want to do to make shows?
What?
I like that.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, that's fine.